Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to the main channel. And I have another discussion video for you guys. So with the discussion videos, I do expect you guys to kind of just comment and let me know what you think about it. So the thoughts of this particular video is regarding the gameplay of Persona games. Now the reason why I'm talking about this is because we do have Persona 5 Scramble or Persona 5 Strikers coming up fairly soon, sometime next year. And with all the announcements and everything that's been going on so far, people have been pretty, I will say, positive reception as far as the gameplay style and everything. People look like they're really liking the way that the game looks and plays and feels and everything like that. So it's good to hear, but at the same time it brings a question that I wondered since the first trailer, and that is, should Atlus consider doing the next Persona games or in the series as more action-oriented RPGs, kind of things like the newer Final Fantasy games or even some of the Western RPG style. Now, this is a question, and it's only a question, so don't get upset about anything like that. But there are fantastic games within the series like Nier Automata, and obviously, like I said, the Warriors games and that kind of stuff. So there's many of the action RPG games out there that are really good. Things like the Soulsborne game and that kind of stuff. Games that I frankly do like a lot and everything like that. So just question wise, should they do it or not? I don't know if it will fit the theme and the motive and everything like that, because I do feel like, in a sense, the way that they do the combat right now, just being the simple RPG style of combat, makes sense. It is, and Atlus has been improving upon it since years and years ago. If you compare it from Persona 1 and 2 to Shin Megami Tensei games to Persona 3 and 4, it has been an improvement overall. And if you compare that to Persona 5, which is a much more straightforward and just linear kind of way, more clean and everything like that. So I think that there's been an evolution overall in the ways that they do turn-based combat, and I feel like at this point they have a good formula to turn-based combat. But with the way that people are recepting to Persona 5 Scramble, should Atlus consider going on that direction in the more action-oriented? For example, some of the things that we've seen on Persona 5, Persona 5 Royal, and Scramble is that there's more exploration-based dungeon crawling, in which you can move around. In Persona 5 Royal, you have a grappling hook which you can use to explore other areas and everything like that. In Persona 5, for example, you could explore different parts of the dungeons and find keys and find other stuff. So it was more exploration based than the previous games. Persona 1 and 2 didn't have anything like that at all. It was more, you walk around the city and that kind of stuff. And Persona 3 and 4 had the thing where you will be able to go into the dungeons and you explore the dungeons, but it's just pretty straightforward as far as the way that you do it and everything like that. There's no exploration tied to them. But with Persona 5, Persona 5 Royal, and now Persona 5 Scramble, there is a lot of emphasis in exploration. There's a lot of emphasis on finding things out and everything like that, and that is a pretty good point, that the way that the game has been moving forward is in that exploration based action RPG type of thing. Now, again, I really like the turn-based RPGs and I wouldn't want it to change it, but I do think that it's a fair point to make that action RPG seems what this series is going into. Seeing how much simpler the gameplay has changed from Persona 1 and 2 to 3 and 4 to now. There's been frankly a switch into something like that. Persona 5 was also a much simpler game wise. I don't think it was as hard as the other games. There was much easier time with the game and everything like that. So there is an emphasis on trying to find that makes it easier for the player, something that makes it more easier to simulate and everything like that. So I don't know what you guys think about this. I'm not saying that action RPG games are easier, but there are a completely different medium to carry out gameplay. I don't think Final Fantasy and Square Enix have the on point yet. I think they're trying to work it out. I don't think they have found the correct way to go from turn-based to action RPG. So I wouldn't want Atlas to go into the mix as well, because they haven't found it yet. They haven't found the correct way to translate turn-based to action RPGs yet. But they're obviously working on it. Now with Persona 5 Scramble, they are obviously working on that as well. So just a thoughts, food for thought kind of thing. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think about this? Just got like a thought-provoking question for today. Let me know in the comments below if you agree with me, disagree with me. Do you want action RPG Persona that works just like the other games, like I mentioned, Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy 7 now? Things like the Soulsborne game, or Neo Automata, which is pretty much that kind of stuff like that. Let me know in the comments below. Again, thanks so much for watching this, and I'll see you next time.